Hello friends, welcome to Neo Daily Current Affairs program. Today on 6th February, the topics will be dealing are Rashtriya Vayosri Yojana, Safe City Project, National Board for Wildlife, Pradhana Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana app, and our regular programs like Map Reader program and previous question revision series. Let's move on to the topics. First is Rashtriya Vayosri Yojana. It is not a very recent one. It was introduced in the year 2017, 1st of April, and it was introduced by the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. And the scheme, Rashtriya Vayosri Yojana, is for providing physical aids and assisted living device for senior citizens who are in the BPL category. So, the objective of the scheme is to provide senior citizens who are suffering from age-related disabilities with such physical aids and assisted living devices so that they can restore near normalcy in their bodily functions. And under this scheme, the assisted living devices which are provided include walking stick, elbow crutches, walkers, tripod, hearing aids, spectacles, wheelchairs and artificial dentures. And the thing is, these assisted living devices are provided free of cost to the beneficiary senior citizens. And the implementing agency of this scheme is the Artificial Limb Manufacturing Corporation, which is a public sector undertaking under the Ministry of Social Justice. And they organize assessment camp in collaboration with the respective state government or the district administration, and the beneficiaries are identified through this camp. But for the senior citizens aged above 80 years, the devices are provided at their doorstep. That's all about Rashtriya Vayosri Yojana. The next topic is Safe City Project. The purpose of this project is to strengthen the safety and security of women in public places. It is in news because the Empowered Committee of Officers for the Nirbhaya Fund Scheme approved this project, that is Safe City Project, in 8 selected metropolitan cities. The 8 cities are the Mumbai, Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Ahmedabad and Lucknow. And the project is implemented in consultation with Ministry of Women and Child Development, Ministry of Urban Development, Ministry of Electronics, then respective municipal and police commissioners of the cities and the civil society organizations. And the objective of this Safe City Project is to make the cities safer for women by addressing different aspects like street lighting, safer public transport, improved policing, etc. And the project is implemented under the Nirbhaya Fund Scheme. And it is a centrally sponsored scheme with center and state share the funding in a 60:40 ratio. But the Safe City Project in Delhi is fully funded by the central government. Let's move on to the next topic. The National Board of Wildlife. Recently, the National Board for Wildlife in its 52nd meeting has given clearance for construction work in and around the wildlife zone in Mumbai metropolitan region. It is to speed up the Mumbai-Ahmedabad bullet train project, but it can be done only after the builders create safe passages across the railway line for the wild animals. And the National Board for Wildlife has given clearance to divert land from the following protected areas like Creek Flamingo Wildlife Sanctuary in Thane, Sanjay Gandhi National Park which is in Borivali, and Tungareshwar Wildlife Sanctuary in Vaisi. Now we can discuss about the relevant points for UPSC about the National Board for Wildlife. It is a statutory body which was constituted under the Section 5 of Wildlife Protection Act of 1972. And it is formed on 22nd September 2003. In giving permission to allow forest land to be diverted for any industrial development, this National Board for Wildlife is the apex body. And it is chaired by the Prime Minister and it has 47 members including the chairman. Among these, 19 members are ex officio members. And about the functions of National Board for Wildlife. Only with the prior approval of the National Board of Wildlife, the construction of commercial lodges, hotels could be undertaken. And no alteration can be done on the boundaries of National Park except with the recommendation of National Board for Wildlife. And without the approval of the National Board of Wildlife, no alteration or denotification of tiger reserves can be done. That's all about National Board for Wildlife. The next is Pradhana Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana app. This application was launched recently. The objective of this application is to help the people with the new cashless health insurance scheme. Here, the people can simply feed their name, village and ID details in these applications, and they can check whether they are eligible for the scheme or not. People can also check their wallet. It will display how much money has been used, and if they have any grievances, they can register their grievances through this application. And another feature is people can check for nearby hospital to avail benefit under this Pradhana Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, and the National Health Authority which runs the Pradhana Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana will administer this application. Now we will quickly go through the scheme Pradhana Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana, which is popularly known as the Ayushman Bharat. This will be the world's largest government-funded healthcare program. And the scheme will provide coverage up to 5 lakh rupees per family per year for secondary and tertiary care hospitalization. And the scheme will cover 10 crore poor and vulnerable families. So approximately 50 crore beneficiaries are under this scheme. And the beneficiaries will be selected on the basis of 2011 socio-economic and caste census. And the Ayushman Bharat scheme integrates 2 schemes which are already implemented. The RSBY scheme, that is the Rashtriya Swasthya Bima Yojana, and Senior Citizen Health Insurance Scheme. And this Ayushman Bharat scheme, which include both pre and post hospitalization expenses. And another important thing is it will also pay a defined transportation allowance per hospitalization for the beneficiary. And under this scheme, the beneficiary can take cashless benefit from any of the public or private empaneled hospital across the country. And at apex level, an Ayushman Bharat National Health Protection Mission Council will be set up. It will be chaired by the Union Health Minister. Now we will see our regular programs. First is map aided program. The topic for the day is Manjalapur Lake. It is a lake near Raichur in Karnataka. This Raichur is a doab in Karnataka, which is located between Krishna and Tungabhadra rivers. And lakhs of migratory birds visit this lake, so it came in news and become relevant for UPSC. And greater flamingos, bar-headed goose, common sandpiper, river tern, painted stork are some of the examples. Now move on to previous question revision series. And today's question is from 2017 prelims and is related to environment. The question is, from the ecological point of view, which one of the following assumes importance in being a good link between Eastern Ghats and Western Ghats? Option A, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve. Option B, Nallamala Forest. Option C, Nagarhole National Park. And option D, Seshachalam Biosphere Reserve. Here the answer is option A, Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve. This Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve can be found occasionally mentioned in our civil service prelims paper, and this range is a significant wildlife corridor in the Nilagiri Biosphere Reserve between Western Ghats and the rest of the Eastern Ghats. And it is a genetic link between the 4 other protected areas which it adjoins, including the Billigiri Rangaswamy Temple Wildlife Sanctuary, Saigur Plateau, Mudumalai National Park and Bendipur National Park. And the Satyamangalam Tiger Reserve, which is in Erode district of Tamil Nadu. And the map here shows the Nilagiri Biosphere Reserve showing the Satyamangalam Wildlife Sanctuary and Tiger Reserve. That's all for today. You can download today's current affairs material from the link given below. Thanks for watching the video.